Hey, it's Dave with Exercise Innovation. Today's topic is going to be related to the hamstring. I'm going to give you a little bit of anatomy of the hamstring and give you an idea of what mechanism of injury occurs and how an injury occurs to your hamstring. Let's talk about the hamstring itself. The anatomy of the hamstring. There's three muscles that make up the hamstring. There's the bicep femoris, the semimembranosus, and the semitendinosus. The bicep femoris basically has two heads. It has a long head, which crosses both the hip joint and the knee joint, and it has a short head, which only crosses the knee joint as a knee flexor. If you look at the injuries of a hamstring, you can classify them as direct and indirect. A direct classification of an injury of a hamstring basically refers to a contusion or a laceration. An indirect, which we'll focus more on, is regarded as a strain. Strain is a stretching or tearing of the muscle or tendon of that muscle. Indirect injuries can be classified as grade 1, small strain, grade 2, more severe strain, in creating a disruption in the fibers of the muscle or tendon with some loss of function. And then grade 3, which is more severe, related into a complete tear or disruption of that muscle or tendon, and you have complete loss of function of that muscle itself. The risk factors of the hamstring are related to old age, obviously, which we will not touch base on, but more importantly, some of the risk factors related to hamstring injuries that we are concerned with are muscle imbalances, indicating that the hamstring and quad ratio is off. A typical ratio should be, in the studies that have been done, are between 60 and 80% quad to hamstring ratio. If your quad is much stronger than your hamstring, and your hamstring's weakness is indicated in that quad to hamstring ratio, you're going to be more prone to hamstring injuries. And one study done showed the inefficiency of a proper warm-up, being a dynamic warm-up or dynamic flexibility, showed increased hamstring injuries. So you can see that it's really important to have the proper warm-up before you engage into activities, whether that be running or sports activities related to overactivation or activation of the hamstring, which you're going to use during every athletic competition. One other thing that we need to be concerned with is the flexibility aspect as far as the static flexibility and proper muscle alignment. To sum it all up, it shows that there's a lot of things that can create a hamstring injury. There's different levels of hamstring strains, and if you have the right conditioning regarding warm-up, building the strength and endurance related to quad hamstring ratio, and the right cool down with static flexibility, proper alignment, your likelihood of re-injury or injury to a hamstring will be decreased. Thank you very much.